Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by
and watching The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 13, Forget. So in the last episode, we had the group coming together.
In this new place.
In Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque.
Algonquin.
Yeah, in Algonquin / Albuquerque /
Arlington.
Anything that starts with an A.
So they're all here. They've met up with this new group. We got people from our group, Rick, everybody.
Yes.
Trying to blend in with this group.
There's some confliction right now, but it's early on, so that's...
I wouldn't call it confliction. I would call it more of the outside cat becoming an inside cat.
Yes, but I think some of it is warranted. Like, the way the old, or I shouldn't say the old group, but the way the community worked before is obviously not working for them because they just lost 4 people. And these, Glenn and all of our people are coming in having lived out there, having dealt with it. They know what they're doing.
Do you think they're going to be able to come back to being normal again? I mean, like these people? Or do you think that outside cat is going to still have that instinct?
I think, in my opinion, I feel like they're always going to have a little bit of that edge, whereas these people don't. But I think that over time, depending on how long this all goes on, they might learn to develop that edge with, you know what I mean? I think it's about finding that balance between being an outside cat and being an inside cat, having that balance.
Yeah. And, I can already see from the last episode, Rick says, kind of the big effect at the end was, we'll just take this place. It almost sounds to me, hear me out, don't hurt me, but it almost sounds kind of like, kind of like the governor. Hear me out when I say this, meaning I want what they have, and we're going to take what they... It kind of had that undertone, so it makes you kind of wonder, has past dealings kind of also made them a bit, look, we'll just take this place and we'll make it our own.
Right.
If they don't comply, if they don't see it, we'll just take it, that kind of attitude. I kind of want to see Carl, for Judith's sake, for really all the other ones are kind of seasoned, but, Carl still has that chance of maybe capturing being normal and around other kids again, but he still has that, obviously, that killer edge from the last video we did.
He definitely.
But
I don't see, I see how Rick mirrors the governor a little bit more so right now, but I also don't...
Not to that...
Yeah, but I also don't see this group acting as if Woodbury acted, in the sense that with the governor, he was more of like the dictator. It was him.
He was the governor.
With this group, it's kind of like they're all... Yeah, at one point, Rick was like, they had the whole Rick-tatorship, but now, that shit ain't gonna fly. If Rick, Carol, and Daryl, and them select few are like, we're gonna take this place, not everybody's gonna be on board with that, and not everybody is gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna kill all these people to take over, because there are good people there too. Not everybody's on that level, and this is more of a democracy.
I'm glad you said that.
Right.
I'm glad you said that, because Deanne, I like her.
Yeah, I do too.
She seems like
she seems cool, and Jesse seems cool.
But she has at least the ability to see that this group brings that edge that these people need in this world, And I think Deanna's character is also good for Rick, in a way.
Yeah.
To kind of hopefully say, look, we're not as strong, but but gosh dang it, we are doing some things
We
right.
are doing some things right, but she's also worried that, like, number one, her son is out there doing runs every day. She wants to make sure that he's up to the bar that he needs to be to stay protected, because that's her son.
Exactly.
And that's why she was telling Glenn thank you for ripping him a new asshole, because he needs that. He's so confident out there.
It's kind of nice to see a parent like that in this environment.
She worries about him.
Yeah, that you know, the tough love part of being a parent is
knocking you on your ass every now and then. But
and that's not common.
You can't get knocked on your ass out in the field, out when you're doing a supply run, because you'll die.
Yeah.
So she worries about that, and that's why she's like,
there's no 911 going to come to help you.
And obviously, her telling him is not working, because he's arrogant and he thinks that his way is right. So that's why she's like, bring in these tougher people who know what the F they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, like, I totally get where she's coming from, and I totally get where Rick's group is coming from, meaning, like, you guys are weak. And they are. I mean...
But I would like to see this group have a little bit of that respite that that they need, and also see what characters in this. Now, with all this said, I'm still waiting for the other foot to drop. What's there? What's going on that's wrong? There's got to be something. There always is.
Oh, always.
So I'm waiting for that other foot to drop, because everything looks hunky-dory, and all we have to do is get everybody, you know, a little more ready, because right now they're not up to the task. Deanne brought these people in because she's probably been watching them, or at least, you know, seeing what they're made of, and she liked what edge they brought to this community, and felt like that could help them. Okay.
Well, and she even said in the last episode that she reads people well. Like, that was her job, was to read people, you know, all that. She reads people well. She's done a good job so far.
I agree.
But my question is what happens when there's some sort of threat that enters, or
like this wolf group, maybe.
Yeah, or like even a large group of walkers, or a large group of walkers that maybe the walls can't withstand, or the wolves, or any sort of outside, you know, trying to take what they got.
I would assume that would be more of the threat than the walkers at this point, because I feel like the walls there,
they seem pretty...
From what they're telling us, what she said, it's been engineered quite well. It has... To
be able to withstand... Yeah.
So
that... But even then, like, okay, what about walkers inside? You know, like, there's all kinds of different threats that it would appear that they have not had to deal with yet.
Right.
How do they cope with that?
Which we haven't seen a whole lot of.
So there's a lot of questions we have going into it. But
apparently there's schools, there's things going on there that I really like as far as an apocalyptic event. This town seems like, from the outside looking in, great. Can they ever get back to being the civilian they once were before everything? Unfortunately, with each other. You know, Daryl, obviously, I have a feeling he believes nothing of what this is all about. He's waiting, just like I am, for the other foot to drop.
Right.
He's skeptical. He's not really hell-bent on normalizing the people, because he feels like they need to be aware of the dangers that they've went through to get to this point.
That is true. Like, the way this place is operating and running right now is not ideal for the apocalypse. It's not ideal for the situation they're all in. They've made it thus far, but probably...
It's the best case scenario.
Probably out of pure luck.
I mean, the warm shower alone was worth it.
And anybody's going to want what they got.
Daryl has not hit that shower.
He has not, no. But again, it's about having that... You can still have a community that is trying to maintain and trying to bring civilization back, but then also be prepared and ready for them outside threats. There's always going to have to be that happy balance.
Yeah.
So,
and I know there's something. I think we both know that.
We both know.
But
ball's going to drop.
We just don't know what it is.
But I'm about ready to get into this episode.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Stephen Lacey.
Don't know.
Sansa.
Oh, is that Sansa?
Is that Dan?
I don't know.
It looked like her. Her pictures.
But I'm also
her
not.
Pictures one's allowed up in.
If you happen a bag of boar out there, can I have a leg?
Four leg?
To make a prosciutto. Yeah, sure, Olivia.
Sure. Target practice, I guess. I think she's trying to draw their attention. Or does she want to pull like a
That's exactly what she's
Tyrese
doing.
where she wants to let out her frustrations somehow, but on walkers?
Letting out her come and get me.
Or is this like a...
We'll have to watch her psychological...
She's not doing too well right now, obviously.
Right.
So is it because she wants to let it out on the walkers, or is it because she literally is like, just
Giving
come and
up.
get me? She's giving up.
I don't think so. I think she's out for...
Blood.
I think.
Walker blood.
Shaved Rick.
I know, he's just, it's different.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
We need to do it sooner than later. Right now, they're not watching us, not worrying about meetings like this. We may need the guns, we may not.
Well, whatever way it goes.
They're the luckiest damn people I ever met. And they just keep getting luckier. How's that? We're here now.
We've got a couple of foot walkers. Said we were taking out shooting it and come back with a full mag.
Well, you can run.
How's that? Is that a W?
Ah.
A live one at that.
I don't know if it's for us or for them. You put these jackets on me and you have the people see it. If that's the plan, I'd be smart. And she seems smart.
Smart for then or smart for now?
This is now.
Can you tell the difference between a good guy and a bad guy? Rick doesn't seem to be an expert at that.
Ain't much of a difference no more.
How do you feel about your people?
Why you following me?
Mind if I join?
Keep up. Keep quiet.
Be protected. There's going to be a government here one day. That's why I want Maggie working with me. I see a vibrant community here. Industry, commerce, civilization. Does that sound like pie in the sky? No.
Rick thinks so.
Rick thinks so. But
No.
He just said that.
yeah.
It's not security. People are the real threat, man.
Tonight, I'm hosting a welcome for all of you at my home. I want you to be there. Why? Come tonight, then we'll talk about it.
See, I like
Mashed
her.
lima beans.
I'll be back. I've got to go beg Rick for some help with tonight.
You need anything else? You hit me, girl.
Yes, grenades.
I'll just need some grenades. That sweater Carol has got to
Turn about the
go.
party?
No.
I was gonna...
A horse?
I'll be damned.
I've been trying to catch him for months. Every time Eric or I come close, he gets spooked.
Daryl's like, let me try.
My group did. They were out there that long. The longer they're out there, the more they become what they really are.
Wild. Yep. He didn't get spooked by Daryl, though.
Right? Nice.
You afraid of guns, ma'am?
No, I had a handgun and I carried a rifle when we were on the outside, but I'm not an expert.
Well, my name is Tobin, and whatever you want, I'd be happy to teach you. Be safe and sorry.
Be nice, thanks, Tobin.
That's nice of him to teach her how to.
Yeah. She needs the practice,
she does.
you know. Ah. Unlock that window.
You should go to Deanna's party tonight.
I got nothing to prove. There's a lot of bad people out here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bad shit. I ain't afraid of nothing.
I'm gonna figure out where that W came from.
Not too far.
Hot pants.
There's hot pants. Always gotta have them hoop earrings.
And beer.
I'm gonna try.
I don't know about this. They have beer. I'm gonna try. That's all it took.
Rick, this is my husband, Reg.
Oh.
Oh, we've heard about you.
I'm glad you're here. Take a class. I'm good.
Seems like a good guy.
You don't have to be. There you go.
See? Yeah, it's about reading people, right? Learn to read people.
Again.
Oh, there's the fam. Okay.
I would have thought. Kick it. Use one head to break another.
There you go. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Got caught.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch. God damn it.
Oh,
Damn.
Go ahead.
oh, yeah. Put the horse out of its misery. That's hitting him.
Yeah.
You're trying to help him.
He always ran. I wonder if that.
I think the horse is like supposed to symbolize Daryl because he's wild, like the horse. Because when he,
Or the group.
because Aaron was never
Or the
supposed.
group.
No, because Aaron said anytime him and Eric got anywhere near it, he ran away. But Daryl was able to get near it, meaning he's wild like the horse. So that symbolized to me that Daryl feels like if he doesn't run again, that he'll be like that horse. He'll get taken over. He'll get dead.
Don't you go on that party over there?
Oh, I was never going to go because of Eric's ankle. Thank God.
Why the hell did you tell me to go then?
I said try. You did.
Fine.
Hey, come in. Have some dinner. Come on, man.
He's going to.
Pretty serious spaghetti.
Spaghetti? Alright.
She's here.
Hey, Rick.
This is my husband, Pete.
Hey, good to meet you. I want to thank you for taking on being our constable. You want to come by my office next week? I'll take a look at you. And I probably should have said I was a doctor first.
I think it sounded nice
Okay.
either way.
I'm going to get us both a refill.
Oh, I'm
I'm
good.
on it.
Okay, tension.
Having fun? Still, this place has a pretty amazing view.
Yeah.
It sure does.
It sure does, because I'm looking at you.
It isn't enough, but it's something.
No, it was fine, man. You saw it, right?
There you go. Rick likes that.
Yeah.
Mom, he doesn't have a stamp.
Oh,
Do you want a stamp?
Sure.
Oh, that's a reminder.
What?
The A.
Sam,
The
wait,
A
don't
on
run.
the train car at Terminus. They were in the train car A. That's interesting. And it was red too, just like the... Huh.
I'm Spencer. Deanna's my mom.
your mom. She seems nice.
Well, if you want to hang with me, I'll make sure you don't get stuck with Mrs. Niedermeyer. She really, really likes talking about how much she wants a pasta maker. It's not the conversation you want to have. You didn't ask him already. Ask him what?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Oh, bike?
Whoever lived here built it.
Ah.
I told Deanna not to give you a job because I think I have one for you. I'd like you to be Alexandria's other recruiter. I don't want Eric risking his life anymore.
You want me to risk mine, right?
Yeah, because you know what you're doing. You're good up there. The main reason why I want you to help me recruit is because you do know the difference between a good person and a bad person.
Yeah.
Daryl's a little
I got nothing else to do.
I got a little emotional.
Thanks.
That's I like that.
He's like,
Damn.
well, I ain't got nothing else to do.
I'll get
so
you some
sure.
rabbits, he said.
I guess I'll get you some rabbits. Sure. Maybe her excuse for being in there?
What are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing?
What the shit?
Followed you. I was hoping you're gonna make more cookies, but then you came here.
Oh, because Rick said I know the cookie
What?
maker.
More? But you've got to promise me you can keep it secret.
But I have to tell my mom. I mean, I tell my mom everything.
Uh-oh.
You can never tell her.
Oh shit.
Especially because if you do,
Yep.
one morning you wake up and you won't be in your bed.
Where will I be?
You'll be outside the walls, far, far away, tied to a tree.
What?
Scream, scream. No one will come down because no one will hear you. Something will hear you. The monsters will come. One's out there. You won't be able to run away when they come for you.
Okay.
Tear you up.
She reminds me of
Oh,
Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween.
and afterwards, no one will ever know what happened to you.
Jeez.
Or
He's gonna piss his
you can
pants.
promise not
Yeah.
to ever tell anyone what you saw here, and you'll get cookies. Some cookies.
Okay, turning back into nice.
Pancake.
I know what I think.
Sandwich effect.
I know what I think you should do. Okay, that's a bit interesting.
That's a pretty good view too, isn't it? Do you want to take her?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this because
The way they're looking at each other.
There.
Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Kiss on the.
That's not freaking cool, Officer Rick. That. And
She liked it.
That's not good, Lacey. I don't know if you know this or not.
No, I know that's not good. He knows she's a married woman, and he don't give 3 fucks.
Yes, she has kids,
And she has kids.
Some shit's about. I know this.
No, it's about to. Yeah.
Rick shouldn't have done that shit.
He shouldn't have. No, I agree.
That could jeopardize everything here.
Bless her heart.
The doctor's wife.
I mean, we only have one puppy. I'm going to go.
Honey, what's your favorite meal? I'd love to cook it for you sometime. I'm doing it for all the new arrivals. Of course you do. Everyone has favorites, so what's yours?
She's going through
Freaking
something
out.
right now.
Just worried that I'll end up cooking something you hate.
You're worried.
Uh-oh.
That's what you worry about?
She's like, well, I'm just trying to be nice.
Yes. It isn't real. Sasha, you've been through a lot, and I accept that. But what you just said,
Post-traumatic stress.
that's bullshit.
Yep.
It's like you said, we don't need these for that.
I know we don't.
Oh.
You wanted me to try it, right? I'm good.
He's good. Oh, he's second guessing it too, I think. You see that?
Oh, look at this.
She's mounting it. Well, yes.
I feel like it's a Titanic part.
Where she drops it
Yep.
and it's like, oh, weird little noise. Yeah.
I'll be damned. Okay, so I have some things that's on my mind now, and they all go 3 separate ways. That's neat. Like,
They,
go your own way.
I think they all have different things going on in their heads. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, because they're A's. And let me touch your back to claim my territory. Really?
Rick, dude.
That was kind of funny.
Where is the light that would play? And where are the friends I could be?
See her in a walker? Yep.
Left far behind on the girls of my mind. A charm on my head, the sun in my eye. It is
That outside cat.
Yep. Wants to be outside again.
Alright, I enjoyed the episode, Lacey. I really did.
Yeah, it was interesting because I think there's a lot of like parallels, like Daryl and the horse, in my opinion. That's just me. I could be reading into it too much, but
I think you are, but the viewers may not. They may see a correlation. I didn't see it like you saw it, but I think there's some meaning to take out of it. I just don't agree with that. I stopped thinking about it once you said that.
okay.
I felt it was a different parallel, but I'm not even going to go into that. But go ahead.
No, you go. It's fine.
I enjoyed this episode. Deanne's doing her best to bring the group together and introduce, and I think that our group obviously is starting to meld a little bit. Yeah, I see Michonne with the I don't think I need this. I feel safer.
Yeah.
Rick is
Daryl did the same thing by
Daryl
not
did too.
accepting the gun.
Carol, I think, still on her,
She's on high
which I
alert
like.
still.
I still feel that the Carol move in this and her statement at the end, I'm waiting for the other foot to drop. Now, let's talk about the conundrum by the kiss. The conundrum of the kiss.
There's a few different conundrums in this episode. One being the kiss on the cheek.
That's
and
where
then
I'd like to focus.
the other one being the Carol scaring the shit out of that little boy.
Actually, there's 3.
And what's the third?
The W.
The W. Okay. So first and foremost, the kiss. Yeah, that was a little shocking. I mean, we could definitely tell that there's some sort of chemistry between the two.
You
Okay.
think?
And I could almost get that immediately. I mean, she's paying a lot of attention to the baby. Like,
There's eye contact. It's an obvious connection.
Yeah. And then obviously there's tension, some sort of tension between
it's
the marriage.
It's kind of like how you look at me all the time.
The eye contact? What?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's... Okay. Going back to season 1 with the Shane and Lori deal. I'm not I don't know. I don't like that Rick did that at all. I feel like this jeopardizes his... I mean, he's supposed to be the enforcement, okay?
Right.
And...
He shouldn't be creating drama where it doesn't need to be.
He just did.
Or is it more so like Rick has this sort of thing now where I'm just going to take what I want. I don't care if it's people. I don't care if it's places to live. Like, it's literally like, I want her. Like, he's alpha male. I want her. I'm going to take her.
Okay.
Is that what is going on in
the
his head?
caveman effect?
Yeah.
I think.
Because he's that outdoor cat, he's the outdoor cat.
The tomcat.
Yeah, and he's going to come in and he's going to claim his territory, claim what he wants. Yeah. Which is also kind of a parallel to wolves because of the whole alpha wolf thing, you know? Like, that's how wolves act in a pack. There's an alpha.
Well, okay, I get you. I get what you're saying.
But yeah,
I thought you were going the wolf route on something else.
No. I was just saying it also kind of parallels that because that's how wolves are in a pack, and so Rick is wanting to be the...
I'm just saying this is not good.
It's not good.
This is the doctor. You need a doctor.
You definitely don't want their
I haven't seen this dude yet. I haven't seen enough of him to know what he's all about. But if he catches a glimpse of this could cause a distraction. It could cause animosity. Hear me out. It could cause a lot of friction in the community.
It's going to cause a problem because we see how... Okay, so... I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, please, jump in.
In the last episode, I was obviously like, oh, this guy's going to be a problem. You didn't see why, but it was because of his... Like, the way he was sitting on the porch, the way he was talking, like...
But he was fine at the party. You went to get Rick a drink.
No. He was a little bit fine. He was mostly fine at the party, but then...
He was a little brash with his wife.
He was brash, yeah. But then, like, you could kind of see that it was a show, okay? Because then at the very end, when Jesse and Rick wave at each other, and the doc... I think his name is Pete, he waves too, but then he knows Rick is looking, so he puts his hand on the back of his wife's back to that's basically claiming his territory, right? Like, she's mine, you know? Like,
Lacey,
I see... You don't think...
No, hell no, because I walk with you, and if someone says, you know, I mean, it's a natural thing to, you know, kind of put your, you know, arm around her or whatever, around your wife or something. It isn't about saying, oh, well, that's fucking mine. Don't fucking look. I mean, come on now.
I don't think...
I'd like to rewatch that part, but I think you...
No, I would agree under normal circumstances that'd be fine, but
you're going to end up ultimately
He wasn't
right.
doing that before, and then he sees that Rick's looking, and then he does it. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, dang it, Lacey, you know you're going to be frickin' right at the end of this anyway, because of the fact that...
I'm good at reading people, all right?
There's nothing to read. He frickin' kissed her, Lacey.
No, and...
There's going to be jealousy
read. There is something to read because there's already tension in the marriage, right? Jesse smiled after Rick kissed her. So
that doesn't mean she ain't a frickin' Lori.
So I'm saying if Rick would have done that and been like, what's going on in his head right now? Like, he's going to take what he wants.
Not the way to be.
But that wouldn't go very far if it's not wanted on both ends, right? If Jesse was just like, I'm married, dude, what the hell did you just do that for? Like, that was a little inappropriate. Then I think it would have probably stopped there. But because it's reciprocated, or at least would appear to be somewhat reciprocated.
Rick should have respected the boundaries of marriage.
He should have.
End of story.
100%.
That's not who I
100%
perceive Rick as. I mean, not, all this time I've been thinking, Rick. And, how good of he's no different than frickin' Shane.
And I don't think this is Rick right now, like normal Rick. Like, he's going through something right now.
He's horny. Just freaking say it.
And that could be it, yeah. He could just be needing that.
He finds her attractive. He's
going.
You're exactly right in a lot of ways, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with feeling that I like his actions, because I feel like this is going to be a downfall. This is going to lead to something.
Yeah.
It is.
It is going to lead to something.
This may be the other foot dropping.
It could be definitely. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
It undermines Rick's authority figure, and he can do whatever he wants.
Because that's not the way, even, like, being a constable, I get it. Just being a constable doesn't give you the right to do whatever you want, and...
It don't.
Exactly.
It don't. When you're given that position, you're given that position to do the right things.
Yes, and
make
that
the
is
right
not
decisions.
the right thing.
Not everybody does, but when you're given that position, you are held at a different standard.
Yes.
Because you do have a little bit of control.
And because that's what he used to be. That's what Deanna was
I'm
saying.
interested in seeing the next episode because,
right.
I mean, as much as I think we're disagreeing, we're agreeing.
We're agreeing on the most part.
But I don't know that right now his actions are a jealousy towards Rick.
It's definitely a jealousy towards
Rick.
I
disagree at this point right now. At this point right now. I feel that he knows nothing of Rick's interest in her at all yet, unless he's seen something.
And the reason why I say that is because the very first thing he says to Rick is, my wife cut your hair. So that makes me think that, and it's the way he said it, and in the posture he was in, I'm like, everything. You got to put everything together. And I know you don't see it because you don't pick up on little things like that, but it's the body language, it's the tone.
I didn't see it in the scene where they were all three standing together.
No. That's because he was putting on that would appear to me like, and I could be all wrong about this.
You're going to be ultimately right.
I think I'm going to be right.
You're going to be ultimately right because I'm telling you you're going to be ultimately right.
And not just because of Rick, though.
I don't see this. I see Rick and her and him not being aware of what the sexual tension is. Or the, not sexual tension for Rick and a liking from her to Rick.
Right.
I don't feel that she's on that end of it, but she did like that he paid attention. He gave her like that moment, like, oh, you're pretty, that pretty kiss. You know what I mean? And maybe he doesn't. The husband doesn't make her feel that way. So what? The problem here is now it's happened. This and the scene walking away from it. You're obviously going to be right. Okay.
Well. There's a difference between being
he reached
right
for his
and
gun as if, like, in my mind, I could just
take
shoot
you out
and get her.
No, I agree. I agree with that. But what I think is going to make me right is not just the fact that I'm going to be right because this is what's going to happen.
Captain Obvious.
But I'm going to be right because I'm sitting here saying is the husband. There's tension in the marriage, probably already was before all this.
Maybe.
But the husband is going to cause a bit more of the problem than Rick, too. Rick is going to cause a problem because of what he just did. But I think the husband is, if he's acting that way because she cut his hair, he's probably a controlling dude.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that dude thinks Rick's more of a threat? Okay, because obviously if she's a floozy, hear me out, okay? You have to cut that out. Obviously if she was a floozy, other people in the community would have already, and he would already been acting this way. Or was he already acting this way before? But I think when Rick showed up, he saw an alpha male that he might have thought
might be competition for him.
Yeah, but he's already married. But
No, I think what the problem is he's a controlling dude. He didn't like that his wife went over there and cut this alpha male, and you're probably right.
But that's what she does, right? From my understanding.
She said amongst many other things, apparently.
And he needed it. I mean, I don't go to the
I think
a
the
women's
husband
beauty
is
shop
not
to,
as nice as
to
he
get
may
my freak
appear.
on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
I
saying.
go there to get my hair cut, not have breasts rubbed up against me and kissed.
Of course. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
That's called a rub and tug place.
Exactly. And that's the problem.
You
Really.
didn't fucking listen to a word I said.
But that's the problem with what I'm seeing in the husband, is that normal dudes would not just be automatically defensive because their wife was cutting another guy's hair. Right? So he didn't even know who Rick was at that point, to even know that he was an alpha male. He just knew there's a new guy in town, his wife went and cut his hair. And
but maybe he knew through the DNA. I'm pretty sure that he's a pretty important individual.
Maybe he might have, because he did say that he watched the tapes. But when did he watch the tapes? Did he watch them before that or after? I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
The husband.
I didn't think he said that. It was the husband of Deanne that said he watched the tapes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
You got it wrong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did he also watch the tapes to know who Rick was?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I would have thought that was just Deanne's own evaluation and questioning, and her husband would look it over.
Right.
And it stayed there. It never showed that it was a community viewing of the people.
But yeah, no, I'm just saying I think that my overall things that I'm picking up on the husband is that he's more of he's a worse guy than what you're seeing right now. You're just seeing the tension in the marriage. You're just seeing
at the beginning. I do feel that it hasn't hit that point yet. You said it's already begun.
In my opinion.
In your opinion, you could be right. And
little things I'm picking up on.
But I didn't catch that. I feel like now it is. I feel like now that that's happened, that's been the... I'm telling you, there's more to this.
Okay.
And there's going to be a lot more to this. And you're going to be exactly right. Because it's obvious that this is something they wanted to throw in here. And it's going to be about jealousy and the Ed effect.
Yes.
Only on a different level. Ed was just controlling and da-da-da-da-da. This guy's more of being married, and she's sticking around because... No.
What? When you said the Ed effect, I think you might be right, because I see this guy as being controlling, because like I said, he didn't know anything about anything other than the fact that she cut another man's hair, and he was already on high alert.
But if he's already controlling like this, hear me out, okay? If he's already controlling like this and there's problems or whatever, who's going to be the one to show up when things go bad? Rick. And what did Rick just grab for? And he's not using his
normal head.
He's thinking about, come on, man, this could end up bad.
No, I agree.
They're going to get caught in another situation.
Them two are definitely going to go head to head. There's going to be issues.
Something's going to be seen.
But it's deeper than just...
I don't like it.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, and we'll all find out together. I mean, you guys already know what happens,
But this dang place here. No, I want to say something else.
Okay.
For Maggie, she sees the hope in it.
Yeah, she does.
And obviously, if Maggie feels that way, Glenn's going to feel that way.
Yeah.
And if Rick screws this up for the group and Carl, this could be a huge momentum change. You know what I mean? I'd be pissed if I was part of a group and Rick was our leader and he was sitting here he's not looking at the bigger picture here.
Oh, I agree, because
he needs to get himself straight.
He has it in his head that something's going to go wrong and that he's just going to have to end up killing these people anyway, or he's going to have to end up taking over anyway. So why think about anything else?
But even Daryl's starting to...
Yeah, Daryl's starting to feel like... But then at moments, I feel like Rick does kind of have second thoughts, because he hesitated on taking the gun from Carol. But then he took it anyway.
But then,
and I feel like that's because he doesn't trust himself.
He pulled that gun, at the end there, and
he's fighting with himself.
Yeah, but damn, man, he's got to get it together quick.
Yeah.
And I say this a lot about Rick.
This is the bad Rick, but I think he's having a struggle within himself with the good Rick. Like, he's got the whole devil and angel, good Rick, bad Rick, and who's going to show their head today, right?
And I understand Rick's been out on the run for so long. He hasn't had, someone that he could finally feel almost comfortable and she touched him, and that might have been all it took to have that little bit of connection in that moment, and just that little bit of conversation, that he feels, oh man, I really like her. I get it, but god dang it, man, this really proposes a huge...
There's a lot of questions going forward.
A huge red flag for
and
everyone.
A lot of, definitely.
But let's go ahead and end the video.
Yeah, we'll end the video here, and we'd like to definitely see what you guys think in the comment section below. As far as what were your thoughts at this time when you saw it?
Were you as disappointed as I am in Rick?
Yeah.
As far as that? Or do you think that maybe, hey, it's okay, you saw kind of what Lacey saw?
Or you saw or you have your own opinion of what you thought. Of course, no spoilers. No,
right, please.
Just what were your thoughts in this moment when you first watched it? Were they similar to ours? Were they something all of your own? But thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video. Leave your comments and questions down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already.
And
bang that bell. She's tired. And we hope that you guys have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you.
Peace out.